Okay, coming to the stage right now, a very funny gentleman. Please get up for Mr. Jack Hughes. You know what I regret? My life. It's 2022 and it still sucks. I went on a run fairly recently. I had to give up quite early. I said I bit off more pollen than I could chew. I was given this medication, it's called Lexapro. It's an antidepressant, you know? Here's the problem. I'm a young adult that's got a steady access to alcohol. So the medication doesn't even work. So why I still get it prescribed, that I still don't know. No wonder my dad calls me Simple Jack. I bought this magnet for the inside of my car. The entire interior is plastic. Remember when COVID started 2 years ago? If you're wondering, no, I didn't get it. I got something far worse when it all started. I got the blood shits. So how did I get blood shits? I loved vitamin water back then, and it upset my stomach so bad that I got blood shits. But it sucks. It's unfair. Many of my school years were ruined because of problems with shitting. I can't believe I'm going to admit this to all of you, but in school, I had to take sick days because I was constipated. So remember, kids, drink your water or you'll end up like me. Speaking of high school, when most people fail a test, you know what they'll do? They'll throw it in the trash. I ripped off my test grade, and you want to know where I shoved it? My ear. And I had to go to the hospital. I still have those eardrops as a friendly reminder to show how much I hate myself. But the worst thing to happen in high school, well, there's a lot, but the most important one, we have this thing that's called Spirit Day. And basically, they pick a topic. If you dress up good enough, you'll get to go on stage. I wasn't thinking well, because it was whiteout day. So I wore a striped suit, was waving my shirt around, I was 200 pounds and disgusting. I decided to wear a mask because my face was hideous. Problem is, the mask had a black square mustache on it that I forgot to remove. It's essentially Disco Hitler. But it was in a school in Southern Virginia, so I somehow got away with it, and the picture ended up in the yearbook. But school does not get better in high school. It gets worse. Elementary school is a very bad start because, you know, it can pretty much be summed up with what you get at the end. One of the rewards we had, I shit you not, was a golden fucking plunger. But there was this one game we played at the end of second grade. Basically, there's a line of kids. You have to whisper in their ears. They draw on your back. And somebody like me always had to get stuck in the front. And if you didn't guess, the game would end. Here's a little demonstration. What is it? I don't know. What is it? I don't know. What is it? I don't know. It's a stick. What? Who the fuck raised you? That's the thing. I could never really rely on people. I mean, elementary school is that's fucking obvious. But friend-wise, I could never rely on some people, you know? I had this one friend, he might be here, he might not, but I wanted to go get a beer with him. He's like, no. He's like, why not? He's like, oh, I want to watch Jeopardy with my parents. You what? And take Who's an Idiot for 300? What fucking 26-year-old man who's fresh out of college watches Jeopardy with his parents? That's the deal. There was another kid. Went to high school with him. He lives on some weird planet covered in ice because all he does now is fucking ski. But in high school, we all knew he wanted to fuck the history teacher, Mr. Irwin. Here's the deal. As a gay man, I'm not interested in men 20 years my age. And there's my own father, and he's tone deaf. I don't care what it is, he's fucking tone deaf. I try to tell him every goddamn time, dinner was great, okay? But he can't accept that. Instead of acceptance, there's a sadness, like college denial. It's like, what the hell do you want me to do? I could try to write a script, but he'd only get mad at me for wasting paper. Then I'd go out and buy paper, and he'd get even more mad at me for that. All right, time to wrap things up. Like how my stomach is wrapping up. Thanks, Dale Carnegie. I'll need a stomach ulcer soon. But here's 2 things I don't want to see by 2023, okay? People need to stop revving their cars. These guys that do that. I can't stand it. But I figured out the reason they do it. They're just trying to make up for the fact that they themselves have a tiny dick. And at last, men, stop painting your fingernails with black nail polish. If I did that, I'd be embarrassed. I don't want people knowing that I grind my fingers in my asshole. Thank you and good night. The Comedy Science of Jack Hughes.